In the shadowed recesses of Pinewood Heights, a quaint but oddly foreboding neighborhood, the Montgomery household stood as a relic of bygone eras. Its ancient wooden framework grown with memories and secrets buried deep within its structure. The Montgomerys, Father Daniel, Mother Claire, and teenage daughter Lily, were about to uncover the horrors hidden within their own home. It began innocuously enough. Daniel was an architect, and he had a keen interest in restoring old houses. When he first saw the dilapidated Montgomery mansion, he saw potential grandeur. Little did he know, he was also inviting darkness. Strange things began not long after they moved in. Lily complained of whispers and giggles late at night. She dismissed them initially as the quirks of an old house. Until one moonless night, when the giggles turned into sinister laughter emanating from the walls themselves. Claire, a rational woman of science, insisted it was mere wind. But even her conviction faltered when she stumbled upon an ancient diary hidden in the attic, concealed behind a brick wall. The entries from Rosalind Montgomery, dating back to 1886, spoke of strange rituals and sinister visitors from the shadows. Each page oozed a palpable unease. It was not long before the Montgomerys realized they were not alone. Each family member began to experience chilling encounters. Daniel, often late in his study drawing blueprints, saw shadowy figures. They flickered at the periphery of his vision. Lily woke up with deep, bruising handprints around her wrist, far too large to be her own. Claire, the most stubborn of them all, started hearing a lilting lullaby echoing from the basement. A basement no one had ever dared to explore. One stormy evening, the house itself seemed to come alive. Walls pulsated as if they had hearts, doors creaked open on their own accord, and a thick, oppressive air clouded their senses. Finally resolved to get to the bottom of this haunting, the family armed themselves with flashlights and descended the ancient stairs into the basement. The depth of the basement seemed impossibly vast. Their lights flickered weakly, revealing walls adorned with grotesque symbols and what seemed to be remnants of archaic ceremonies. At the center, they discovered an ancient chest. Unable to resist, Daniel pried it open. A deafening shriek erupted from the very foundations of the house as the lid gave way. Inside, they found relics of a dark past, a child's withered doll, candle stubs, a rusted dagger, and the skeletal remains of a child, clutching a tattered note. The note spoke of sacrifices made to prolong life and power granted at a terrible cost. Chilled to their cores, the Montgomerys fled, but the house was not willing to let them go. Their flight was halted as the doors slammed shut. The house's foundations began to quake. The shadows that once lingered at the edge of their vision now took form, ghastly figures encircled them, whispering in sinister harmonies. Finally, as the walls started closing in and their breath grew thin, Claire screamed the last passage from Rosalind's diary, a desperate incantation for freedom. With a blinding flash of light, the ghastly figures evaporated, and the house fell silent once more. The next day, the house was left in ruins. The Montgomerys were nowhere to be found. Locals whisper that on stormy nights, the house still stands as a spectral reminder of the horrors it once contained, waiting for its next unsuspecting inhabitants. The Montgomery family faded into legend, as yet another chapter of Pinewood Heights' dark history.